Hey, it's Wednesday, and what do we do on a Wednesday? We do a WTF Wednesday video. What the facts? What are the facts? Video where we go on about something that is insane. And I want to talk about the system that we live under when it comes to health generally. So, healthcare, nutrition, medication. Welcome to Shape Fixer. I'm Andrew. I'm a nutritionist, and I'm a very frustrated nutritionist at times because I hate the way everybody around me just seems to be getting fatter and sicker as they get older. And we take it for granted. We think it's normal because it's common. Common does not make it normal. Unfortunately, when it's common, it becomes normalized. So now it's been normalized. People over 40 just put on weight. People over 50 start losing their mobility. People over 60 are all medicated, and people over 70 are staring at the grave. And we think this is how it's supposed to be, like we're just getting older. And it's absolutely not true. It's nuts. We are not getting old, we are getting sick from decades of bad nutrition. And unfortunately, bad nutrition takes a long time to make you really sick. So by the time you've been eating badly for 40 years, you start getting fat. You go, oh, look, I'm only putting on weight because I'm over 40. No, you're not. You're putting on weight because you've eaten so much crap for such a long time and your body's giving up. So by the time you're in your 60s, you're sick and you're medicated and you're dependent on very expensive drugs to keep you going. The nutrition is wrong. So now, here's the thing. How is it not obvious to us when in 1980, 1% of American adults had type 2 diabetes? Okay, this is the acquired diabetes from bad diet. We're not talking about type 1, which is genetic. There's a small percentage of the population, 0.1% that is born with that, and that's very unfortunate. 1% had type 2 diabetes in 1980. It is now 16%. 13% of people in 1980 of adults were clinically obese. 13. It is now 54%. How is it that with all the science and all the knowledge that we have and all the government guidelines and all this awareness about, oh, have a balanced diet and this is good for you and this is not good for you and we're going to cut down on our fat and we're going to eat this and we're going to eat that, that we are metabolic diseases, the rate of metabolic disease in the most advanced civilization that the world has ever known is completely out of control and off the clock. $30 billion, according to the Harvard School of Health, last year was spent on two autoimmune drugs. Autoimmune conditions are almost all metabolic diseases that relate back to diet. Two drugs, $30 billion. The third highest grossing drug is Ozempic or Mounjaro or whatever brand you want. These weight loss injections that are all the rage now, which were originally designed for diabetics to treat people with diabetes, but now everybody who's overweight wants them, and the doctors are very happy to prescribe them because it's money for nothing. That is a hormone that you are injecting into your body that your body is supposed to produce itself to just control your hunger. And the reason it doesn't work and you therefore have to now inject it is exactly because what you are eating is wrong. So we're eating this crap food, this processed, mass-produced, cheap bullshit food, which then makes us fat, makes us sick, stops us producing the GLP-1, which is the hormone, one of the hormones that controls your hunger. So now you spend more money on a drug, which is actually just this hormone, and inject it to make yourself eat less. And it works, sort of, because you lose weight, because you are not hungry and you eat less. But you don't eat better. You just eat less of the same crap. So you don't get any healthier. Your weight comes down. You can't go off this drug. You're going to have to take this for the rest of your life unless you change your diet and your habits. Because if you lose weight and you stop injecting yourself, you're just going to get hungry again and you're going to go straight back to what you were doing before. And you're going to end up with heart disease or diabetes or some kind of chronic metabolic disease anyway. So it's all mad, and it's so obvious. It's so obvious that we're taking all this advice from government guidelines which were set up with lots of vested interests, both social and religious interests and financial interests. The government food guidelines that we all take for granted, oh, it's a balanced diet, it's even got its way into the school textbooks, that are administered and updated by the US Department of Agriculture. Now, I can't see the Department of Agriculture ever coming and saying we need to cut down on our vegetables, or we need to cut down on our grains, or we need to understand that there's new science about fiber and saturated fat and all that other stuff. They're never going to do that. Department of Agriculture, no, I don't think so. And the pharmaceutical companies that sponsor the Diabetes Association and the American Heart Association, they're all sponsored by the big food companies that are making this processed muck that we're living on. So it's incredibly difficult. And if you are able to make yourself healthy by following the science, the new science, the up-to-date science and the evidence, and realizing where the misinformation is in everything that we are taught, and you can make yourself remarkably healthy actually really quickly. You can completely reverse type 2 diabetes in 3 months, or at least 3 to 6 months. You can lose weight, no problem. You won't be hungry. Your mental health will improve drastically. Your energy levels improve. I mean, it's so easy to do if you eat a proper diet that a human body is evolved or designed to eat. And it is a ketogenic diet with as little sugar as possible, more fat, preferably a carnivore version. But if you can't go complete carnivore, at least make sure you're getting enough animal product in your food to get all the nutrients you need, and cut down on the plants as much as possible, certainly the starchy ones and the sugars. You will see remarkable improvements in a very short period of time. So if you are sick and struggling with weight and struggling with mental health and struggling with energy, and you've been struggling for 10 years or 20 years, why would you not give it 3 months to just try something different? That's all you need to do. And then you'll know. It's that simple. And you'll have people arguing with you. You have to get your fiber. You mustn't eat saturated fat. No, you need this, you need that. Okay. I've been told that for 20 years and I'm sick. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try properly, but properly. A ketogenic, low sugar, high fat diet, lots of animal products, as no grains, no starches, no sugars, and let's see what happens. And just see what happens. It's that simple. And I do this with my clients, and I have in my business, my consulting business, and also with the members of this channel. So if you're not a member of the channel, click the join button and just see what that's about. We do extra videos every Monday where I talk much more freely about a lot of these things. But trying to get people to understand how healthy they can get and how quickly and easily they can get healthy without spending a whole lot of money is almost impossible, because the beliefs are so entrenched from years and years and years of misinformation, right back to when they were at school, about all the carbohydrates they have to eat and all the fiber they have to eat and all the plants and the vitamins in the plants. I mean, it's insane. And you mustn't eat meat and you mustn't eat eggs and you mustn't eat... It's all wrong. And you can cut through all the debate and you can cut through all the arguing, and you don't even have to wonder about it. Just try it. That's all. Just do it for 3 months. And you will be amazed. You will be absolutely amazed what it can do for you. Anyway, if you're not sure about it, stick around, follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, watch some more of our videos where I actually talk about the science behind these things, because I'm not doing that in this video. I'm just talking about the obvious point with all the money we spend on drugs and all the bad food and all the horrible physical metabolic problems that we have after the age of 40, 50, 60. And it can't be normal. We can't be this sick as a species when we are this advanced and we have this much knowledge or access to this much knowledge. We should be a lot cleverer than this, and we should be really, really healthy. So give it a try and see for yourself, and then learn the science. The science is there. It's in my videos. I continue to make videos. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any. And as I said, think about even becoming a member of the channel, or even go to my website and make an appointment if you want, and we'll have a consultation. But there's no way the government guidelines are there to help you be healthy. They are there to keep things going as they are, to support the food companies who sponsor them, and to support the pharmaceutical companies who sponsor them too. All right, thank you for your time, and I wish you great health, and I hope you can have this success that I and my friends and my clients can also have when they convert to this way of eating. It really is incredible. You wouldn't believe it.